Start our day in sports off at the Juice Box for a matchup between the Duluth East Greyhounds and the Cloquet Lumberjacks. It was senior night for the Greyhounds as they celebrated their 5 seniors and longtime concession manager Linda, who plans to retire this year. But now to the action. First East possession, and this ball is moving like a hot potato before finding Ty Nyberg at the top of the key for a 3-pointer to get the early lead. But the Jacks are on the break. Cloquet's Jack Battaglia doesn't look but finds Jacob Nelson for the lefty lay and a quick answer. Now Jacks find a turnover and somehow keep this ball alive before a Noah Hansen one-handed grab. He finds Battaglia waiting in the corner to tie this one up as it rattles in for 3. But the Greyhounds would win this battle against the Battaglias, and it was a back-to-back 65-79, and it was a back-to-back effort at the Hawks' Nest for the Hermantown. After losing to Superior last night, they were unable to get a home win as H-Town falls to Rockridge 77-69. Then checking in on those top-ranked Cherry Tigers, they were able to get the job done against Nashwauk-Keewatin, winning 113-48. And moving over to the girls' side of things, over at the Hilltop, you guessed it, the Marshall Hilltoppers took on the Big Fork Huskies and got a big old 85-43 dub. And then the Denfeld girls team headed up to Grand Rapids, but the Thunderhawks protected home court with a 79-47 win.